Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Erica here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I paint my flowers. Stay tuned. The first step to any successful DIY is the proper paints. Here are the paints that are used for this project. You can use whichever colors you so choose to. This is one of the roses that I purchased from the Amazon warehouse deals. As you can see, it's a full rose. And now what I'm doing is I'm going to open it up a little bit so that it can expand. So now, before we get started, I'm going to rip off the flower head from the stem, and we're going to begin to paint the flower. So now, from the previous lists of paints, what we're going to do is we're going to take this beautiful rose gold color and we're going to mix it in with this pearlescent white color. Okay, and down here, what we're looking at is a khaki color. So we're going to mix all of those three together until we create the perfect shade of a mauve pink. Now what I'm doing is I'm mixing a little bit of white to lighten it up a little bit. And now we're going to begin to paint each petal individually. As you can see, you don't have to be so precise at this point because flowers are not perfect, so it all depends on the finished product that you want to have. I'm continuing to paint, and I'm going to paint the rest of the flowers off of camera. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a greater ratio of this rose gold and a smaller ratio of this khaki color. We're going to mix. Dab in a little bit of this pink. There's the flower. And now I'm going to dab in a little bit more of this rose gold. Colors are very interesting because sometimes the more you add and the more you add, you may end up with a different shade that you may actually like even more. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the edges of the flower, because remember, flowers are multi-colored most of the time, and so we are going to do that. I realized quickly that the brush wasn't going to work because the texture of these flowers were just very veiny. I don't know how to even describe the texture of these flowers, but they don't feel like regular fabric flowers. They have more of a waxy feeling, so I decided to just go ahead and use my hands. Don't be afraid to use your hands when it comes to these kind of projects. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take again the khaki satin acrylic color, and we're going to place it on our tray. I'm also going to take white paint, and I'm going to mix those two together. I'm going to use a little bit of that pearl color. A little bit more white. And now I'm going to put the brush down, and I'm going to use my fingertips again. I'm going to mix it in between my fingertips, and I'm going to put this mixture on the tips of each and every one of these flowers to kind of give it more of a rustic vintage look. As you can see, I'm taking my time, and I'm going to place it on every single flower. So now I'm going to take this mica powder that I have. It's basically a rose gold color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my finger in it. It's very pearlescent, very pretty. And I'm going to put it at the edge of every single flower so I could add more dimension to the flowers. I'm going to turn off my light in a moment so that you can see what it looks like, because the light's kind of not allowing you to see the true beauty of the flower with these mica powder on it. Right there, you can see it a little bit better. So beautiful. So I'm going to do this process on every single flower. One of the final steps is I'm going to take this Mod Podge and I'm going to paint the edges of the flowers so that I can add some gold glitter. So now, this is what it looks like with the stem back on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take another stem and another flower and I'm going to put it together. And these are the final results. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much.